OntarioLoval.com here at the Flamboro Speedway, standing here with Mr. Excitement, Jimmy Spencer. And Jimmy, watching the cars go around the track for the first time here at Flamboro, what do you think about this place as you get ready to strap yourself in?
Well, it's a very nice racetrack. I mean, it got two grooves to it. There's no question you can pass here. And it's just really a neat place. I mean, I've never been here, heard a lot about it, but I'm looking forward to it.
Now, the Thunder Stocks are kind of a throwback and entry level. Where did you cut your teeth? What did you get started in? What was your first car?
My first car was a dirt late model, 24, and it was in a lower division, sportsman division they called it at the time. Then I went into full-fledged late models, the outlaw late models. And I think it's a good series to start in. Always start in a little lower division, learn how to race and learn what's your surroundings hold, and then move up the ladder as you keep going.
Now, you're one of the drivers that has moved on from driving into TV, so you've seen how this sport has exploded, and even since you've hung up the helmet, it's still really growing leaps and bounds. What is it about the sport that just continues to make it so popular?
I don't think you can ever predict who's going to win a race. I don't think you can predict what happens in any race, no matter where you're at, whether you're at Flamboro or you're at Daytona. The unexpected can happen, and I think that's the thing that's always intrigued people about watching road racing, asphalt or dirt. What can happen, and I think that's the neat thing about our sport. You could think you're going to win, and you end up on the hook, or somebody just flat out beat you. So you never really know, and I think that's what helps our sport keep growing.
Now, at the start of the press conference, I mentioned that 17 years ago today, you won the Firecracker 400 down at Daytona. One of your biggest wins in your career. Does it still have a fond memory for you, or is there another win that stands out in your mind?
Oh, I've had a lot of wins in different series and NASCAR too, and no, that was the first ever Cup win. So that's the pinnacle of motorsports, in my opinion, is the Sprint Cup. And July 4th, it was a great time to remember because it's Independence Day for us, and Canadian Day today for Canada, and you know, it signifies every year you say, oh heck, I won that race. So it's pretty special.
Now, it has to be hard not to be racing on a regular basis in the Cup Series or in the Truck Series, but it looks like you have a lot of fun on TV. Is that something you enjoy going to work for?
Oh, I do. I love it. You know, it's sometimes you got to discuss issues that you really don't want to discuss. Sometimes you got to go over stuff that you really don't look forward to talking about, but it's just part of the business.
Now, we'd be wrong not to mention this. Richie Evans just inducted, or has been announced that he is inducted into the Hall of Fame for NASCAR. How cool is that to have a modified guy recognized to go in with the history you've had in those cars?
The thing about the Hall of Fame is people always have opinions of what can happen in the Hall of Fame. They said it's too early. Some say it should have been first class. Who knows? The thing that I think that was great about the Hall of Fame is that it goes to recognize people's accomplishments. He was a great racer. I raced against him, and a lot of championships and a lot of wins, and that's what it's about. NASCAR racing is not just the Sprint Cup, but racing all over the United States, and they're even involved in Canada some, and it's going to get bigger in Canada too. But the thing about NASCAR is it's a great sanctioning body. And for them to recognize Richie, I think it was pretty special, and that gives a lot of guys and girls that are out there racing now opportunity to say, hey, I can still short track race and be successful.
Now, finally, as the nickname says, Mr. Excitement, you're in a borrowed race car today. How exciting do you plan to make it?
No, Mr. Excitement was mainly intended when Mike Joy gave it to me, was just never give up. So wherever we start tonight, we're not going to try to finish there. We're going to try to go forward. And that was Mr. Excitement. You're going to get your money's worth if you come to see it. And that's what I'm going to try to give him tonight.
All right, that's Jimmy Spencer here at the Flamboro Speedway, getting ready for the NASCAR Stars here this afternoon on Canada Day. I'm Greg Kelman for OntarioLoval.com.